Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Bill Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the American, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, it's underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. And that's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Foster. You get to that first down marker. And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this deep run of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
When you talk about creating big plays in a running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown Seminoles. He got a step and just dusted the field. What an explosive eruption into
plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the catch. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he
breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. 6th play of the drive coming up. Off the play fake. Got his man in the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Power football with the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. He's picked off, and he's close enough. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They'll try the run. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
That's caught. It's Foster. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Sperry.
Not hard.
The defense is wide open. He's
quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tool in that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. It's complete to the left. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make it.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late...
Oh, no! Now it's picked off.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A little release to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
A strike downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. DB's right up on the receiver. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, West Virginia. Great job by the back on the option.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to...
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure.
Okay.
Complete to the right. Ripping up the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Using the quick game. Knocked down for the tackle. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They've got the screen set up. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out.
Finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, no!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He leaves it with his back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Knowles will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense,
Breaks into the open.
How did you have that
And he's
much
down
time?
at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden,
It's picked off.
That's
13
taking
times
us
he's
through
done that
motion.
this year.
I wouldn't have
He
been
goes
there.
down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll go to the ground. Bringing it back. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around him doesn't just mean the offensive line.
That's a throw.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the
It's
zone,
so
right?
conservative.
You
It's
can't
coming
miss.
in from a
You've seen
touchdown.
quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's picked
Not
off
sure how
for
we
the
got that
third
one.
time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defense.
There he goes.
Yeah, referee.
Touchdown, Florida State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting.
Come on, Kevin.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the going downfield for the big play. He
That
dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep
Oh,
ball.
another one.
Another interception. That's his
Did I get this
fourth
one
of the day.
inside the crib? No.
A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field.
We'll decline that one.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, no! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This has been an awesome quarter.
And this dude is
Interception,
spinning
touchdown.
flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to it. He has the 1st and still on his feet. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. To the ground with the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here we go. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarter.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida... After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. And it'll be down right there. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for a gap. It's on. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Hand off from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Sperry. He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of